Welcome to Living Off Nodak. Doing everything right outside today. The seasoning, everything. None of this mumbo jumbo inside stuff. It's a beautiful evening out. Anyway, here we got the Char-Griller set up. I got a couple chunks of hickory in here. We are going to do some country style ribs. I've just got 4 pieces sitting behind me over here. I'll get to seasoning those in a little bit. Right now, we're going to get this lit up real quick. I'll reposition the camera a couple times. You can get a little close up on that, a little close up on the seasoning, and then we're going to slap them on when the grill gets to temp. So, and then at the end, I'm going to do something a little different most people don't do. So stick around. Let's have some fun. Okay, what I've done here is I've got my 2 pieces of mesquite. I'm going to be cooking with hickory and mesquite. These are beef, so I like a good mesquite flavor. It's probably the most bold flavor, but if you cook it right and keep it in flames, I think it's the best flavor. But it pairs really well with the hickory. So what I'm going to do is I kind of do the 1-stick method. Lay 2 down, space them apart just a little bit, and then just lay 1 across the top. I'm starting with hickory. It tends to burn a little easier. So to start with, I'm going to get a base going of that. And I'm not using any fire starters. I'm just going to use the flame. So let's get her cooking. Looks like it might take. All right, we'll let that heat up a little bit. And we'll go and get those country style ribs seasoned up. Okay, we've got 4 chunks here. Looks like they were cut this way and then cut in between this way. They both form together. The fat caps kind of line up. This one not much, I guess, but maybe it's supposed to be this way. There we go. So anyway, I am just going to season these up. All I'm doing is salt and pepper on these, but it's got one heck of a fat cap along here. So we're going to take some of that off. I like to have some fat on the end, so we're going to maybe take about half of that because it is like an inch thick. So let's just take that one off. Make them look pretty. Okay, and that's it. That's it. We're just going to season these up. No binder, no nothing. They're still a little damp from the packaging, but we're going to let these sit in salt and pepper. I'm going to do the pepper first, and I'm going to go fairly generous on all of it. Okay, that's too slow. Yeah, there we go. Pat that in a little bit. We're going to dump a little off to the side here so we can do our ends. All right. Now we'll just do the same with the salt. I got sea salt here. Kind of a coarser ground, kind of like that for steaks. And you can put as much as you want on. You can put your favorite rub on these. When it comes to beef, I just like the flavor of beef, and straight salt and pepper is good enough. Okay, there we have it. We're going to let these sit and sweat for a while until the grill gets ready. And we're going to smoke them indirectly for a little while. We'll see when we throw them on. Well, we have the fire burning pretty good. I'm going to take this top one and move it over here. And I'm going to take this other one, lay it on top so we can get some more going. Maybe it won't stay upright. Maybe it will. Nope. Okay. Well, we'll lay them flat. we'll still do it. And eventually, typically, I have one left, and I'll just lean the next one, each log that I put on, up against the other one that's still there, just to get a little airflow underneath and just keep the fire going. But I've got these in here right now that's preheating. Well, now I'm going to close the lid. So I'll move this out here to preheat. And I'm going to close the lid to get the grill itself preheated. As you can see over here, I do have this open just a little bit. I have the vent open all the way, but it works best to crack this just a little bit there. And you can already see a little bit of the smoke rolling right out of the grate there. So we're going to close all lids and get her heated up. Typically it'll heat up to 3 or 350, and then I'll let it taper back down to the right temp to cook at, and that's when we will throw them on. So stay tuned and we'll be back in a little bit. I just threw another mesquite down there. It's just getting rolling. Got some good smoke rolling. Let's get some fresh smoke right on these country style ribs. We're just going to lay them straight across the back side here. Get it closed up so they can start taking in some of that mesquite. And it is burning. It's not really smoldering. That's what we want. So we're going to get a good flavor on those ribs. Stay tuned. Well, gall darn it. Neighbor stopped by quick. Had to run out to the street and talk to him a little bit. And delayed me a few minutes, but I just probed these and they are at about 120 degrees. So what I'm going to do here, I was hoping to take them off about 115, so they're a couple minutes, but what we're going to do with these, we're going to slap them right on here. We're going to kind of char them a little bit right on the coals. Don't worry about the wood a little bit, the ashes and stuff like that. This is burning good. We're going to char broil these things, maybe about, I don't know, 45 seconds to a minute on each side, since they're about 120. Going to get them good and hot and sear them on both sides for a minute or so. I can hear it sizzling a little bit on there. Oh, that sounds so good. Definitely drying out a little bit. Didn't get as black as I wanted. These might end up just a little overdone, but I think they're going to be delicious either way. And then we're going to let them rest. So I'm going to do one at a time here, and I'll set them in line on the board. And by the time I get done with the fourth one, the first one one is probably going to be resting probably long enough. Oh, sizzle, sizzle. I'm gonna flip it back over. I might do a two flipper. See just the edges there, just getting a little black char. I think one more little flip on that side. Oh, that's looking delicious. I like it. Fat on the outside edge is really starting to curl a little bit. Let's see what she looks like. Oh, look at that. A little black on the back side. Oh, that looks good. Let's do another one. Let's see, I'm going to put it in this way so the thicker side is closer to the fire. And the bone is on that side too. This one's got the shoulder bone in it. Tell you the truth, I have never ever done this. See a little blood coming out there. So we must not be too overly done, but we'll see after they rest. Whoop! Oh, what do you think of that? delicious. It better be. Let's get this back over here. Set up a little bit. Talk about flame broiled, huh? Burger King ain't got nothing on us. It's kind of singeing that black pepper and the salt on there a little bit. Ooh. I kind of don't want to overcook it. All right, I think that's it for the last one. I'll take this one and give her just a little extra wave across there. Oh. All right, I'm going to realign the camera and we're going to slice into these boys. Well, I probed them and they're anywhere from 135 to about 139. So I like 135, but can't argue with that. Let's try this one right here. It's got a bone going down the middle. Let's cut right alongside the bone. See what she looks like. Look at that. Juicy. Done quite well. We'll cut into another one here. We'll do one of the non-bone pieces. See what that looks like. Pretty fatty on this side. A lot of meat over here. Oh, look at that. Juices pour right out of it. A little bloody. Perfect. Let's take a bite. Might have cut a little bone there. Nope. Wow. That mesquite flavor is so good. That char on the outside, that adds a whole new dimension to a steak. I got to do this more often. Oh man, that's wonderful. Well, I hope you like this video. I decided to try something new again, and I've never thrown it right over the coals like that to sear it at the end and char it a little bit. That adds a whole new dimension. Fantastic. I highly suggest doing that. Please like, please subscribe, share with all your friends, and we'll see you on the next one.